Hello Mines fans, and welcome to another installment of Mines Midweek. I'm your host Colin Bonnickson, and we're joined this week by Colorado School of Mines head cross country coach Chris Siemers. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks a lot, Colin.
You got it. So you've had one meet so far this season. The men and the women both competed at it, and that event being the Colorado State Open in Fort Collins back on September 7th, so you've had some time off. And in a largely Division I field, the men finished 5th and the women finished 7th. Were you happy with how your team performed at their first event of the year?
Sure. So getting going that early in the season, we just wanted to see them get out and compete, get some rust off, and really start to see what this team is after their losses last year. Sean Gilday being a big leader who's gone, Russell Drummond on the men's side, and then you go over to the women's side, and obviously our two Hannahs weren't there. So we want to see what this new team is made of, and I think we got a good look there at CSU.
Yeah, I mean, those are some big names to replace the Hannahs you're referring to, Hannah Schuster and Hannah Cooling, big part of the program over the last 4 years, and then Russell Drummond, Sean Gilday. Gilday, they've been big names in the program as well. Talking about the women's squad, Chloe Gustafson paced the team at the CSU invite, and she finished 4th overall out of 77 runners. And since her freshman year, she's consistently been one of the top runners on the squad and in the program. Are you expecting her to take a bigger leadership role this year?
Yes, she already has. She's been tremendous with the new members of the team and making them feel that they're not new, that they're there with them every day, working hard. And she ran really well at CSU. There's no doubt. She kind of picked up a little IT band injury since then, so we're just kind of keeping her healthy right now, kind of looking to the future. But her leadership role has already been a huge impact on the team.
Good. Still talking about the women, the road to the RMAC championship likely will go through Adams State. How do you like the women's chances, not only in the RMAC this year, but in making it back to the NCAA championships?
Sure. Right now it's still a little bit of a learning, a little bit of kind of seeing what we have and trying to progress at the right rate. So hopefully when the championship races arrive here, we're ready to go. So I think it's going to be a hard road to get back to the national championship on the women's side. However, I do feel that the team we have has a good shot if we can keep them focused on what's ahead and to take these next few races and just learn a little bit and take something away from each one that's going to help them hopefully when the big races come, that we'll be ready to go.
All right, and obviously health will be an issue along the way as well. Let's look at the men's squad for a little bit. Last year, likely one of the, could be considered the best season in program history. You guys finished with a national runner-up finish, but this squad this year has a number of those guys back on this team, and you return a number of runners, including Phil Schneider, Derek Alcorn, Frank Stosha, and Andrew Epperson, just to name a couple, with those guys earning All-American honors last year at the national championships. What are you expecting out of the men's squad this year?
Sure, yeah. The men's squad getting going right now. Same with the women a little bit, trying to learn. I know the depth is really strong, and with those names you mentioned, they're all healthy right now. They're training. They're doing right things in training, and I feel like they've already been All-Americans. Now it's time to kind of focus on something better. But there's a few spots there that are up for grab, and we're going to need some others to step up that haven't done so in the past. So, and I think that's going to determine on how good this team can be by the end of the season.
Okay. And then looking ahead to this weekend, you'll send your squad to 2 different meets. Some will go to the Stanford Invitational in Palo Alto, California, while others will stay a little closer to home and head up to Boulder for the Rocky Mountain Shootout. First, who will be headed to Stanford, and what other teams do you think will be there? And then next, talk about the Rocky Mountain Shootout and who's going to go there and who you expect to see up in Boulder.
Sure. First, Stanford is going to be a very competitive race. Stanford's going to run two teams that are going to both be strong. I think they had the top recruiting class this year in Division I. So they're going to be a challenge right there. And then Chico State, who is ranked ahead of us on the men's side, will be there, and they've already looked strong early in the season when they ran out at Washington. So we know that it's going to be a tough race out there, but that's a nice thing with our sport here is everybody gets to line up at the same race, and the only thing that matters is on that day. And when you take a look at the CU meet, I'm really excited to see what our team can do there. Like I said before, the depth right now is the best I've ever seen it here at Mines, and I think those going there. So it's going to be about 12 in uniform at CU and 9 in uniform at Stanford. So like I said, at the CU meet, there could be a few there that are fighting to make that team by the end of the season, and these results are going to show a lot as far as where the team is right now, at both in California and in Boulder.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck this weekend to both squads heading to the two different meets. Fans, just a reminder, the Ordeger cross-country teams will head out to a couple meets at the Rocky Mountain Invite, the Rocky Mountain Shootout and the Stanford Invite this season. Be sure to check www.csmordegers.com for results and recaps for both events. Coach, thanks for stopping by. That's all the time we have for this week, so we'll see you next time.